Hey, my wonderful people, oh, good news, good news, good news, good news. Kabiyesi finally received an order from the courts for divorce of these women. A go-ahead order. That is express. You can go ahead and divorce them anytime you want. My people, welcome back to my channel once more. Make I gist una how this thing take come about. It was not as easy as we think. It is not that easy. It is by effort, being consistent, and providing all the evidence needed. They say Kabiyesi did not want to rest. Kabiyesi say lie, he's going to try his best. And you know, say the first time when Kabiyesi go, they say the court gave Kabiyesi 5 years. Say before they will be able to review and allow these women to be divorced, that Kabiyesi, they will give Kabiyesi 5 years. That Kabiyesi is not going to divorce them now, but in 5 years' time. You know, say anything wey concern divorce, they know the rush am. If your marriage enter court, you want divorce, they will give you specific time that they will use and allow that divorce to mature. They allow the divorce to mature. They want to get all the evidences. They want to get in fact, they want to be very sure that all these allegations labeled against these women are real before they will grant the divorce. And that is why they earlier gave Kabiyesi 5 years. If you remember, there was a story that time, there was a gist that Kabiyesi will need 5 years in order to be able to divorce these women. That if not 5 years, then they are not going anywhere. And that was why Kabiyesi came and told them, in 5 years' time, everybody is going. Because the court said by the time that these women, the children, at least grow up to a certain stage, then Kabiyesi will be able to take care of them, since Kabiyesi will be living with one of the wives. That was the agreement. But lo and behold, all of a sudden, see what the Lord has done. The court now released the orders and say, go ahead. Can go ahead and divorce them. Because they have heard stories. Maybe they have worked together with Oyo State government, Governor Makinde, to know exactly what happened, to hear the stories of what these women are fond of doing, what they did, and what they are still doing. Maybe they have taken their time to make investigation, and they now found it that, oh, these women are not worthy to be in that palace. That if they continue to be in that palace, they might end up buying somebody. Because the way their eye take be now, their eye they red, their eye they chook chan. They are looking for who to deal with. Now they feel me. So the information we are getting is that Kabiyesi now has the freedom to free these women. But they said it is not going to be now, but anything from 2 years. So meaning that they have cut it down from 5 years to 2 years. That from 2 years, they can go. I know a lot of people will be saying, so until they buy somebody in 2 years. So until they did their worst in that 2 years, before they will know that they need to leave them. They need for them to go. But you can't question the courts. The courts have said what they think it is best in the society. Because according to what we are hearing now, that some of Naomi's wives, some are pregnant, some has babies. You understand? So you will now want to there is no how court will allow the this thing until the baby grows to some certain age. And mind you, court will always give people 2 years ahead time, so that the court will know if they will reconcile and cancel. It's not as if court likes divorce. They don't like it. They don't even support it, but they have to give it in order for people to go their separate way, in case it's a life-threatening matter. Most of the cases of divorce, before court will even give you divorce, they will be sure that it's life-threatening. And this olorie, Naomi's case with these olories now, are becoming too much. It's becoming to look like a life-threatening. Because when people now combine juju with physical combat, my people, it is finished. So the court has released the orders, give to Kabiyesi and ask him. So Kabiyesi has announced to them, they have cut it down from 5 years to 2 years. So everybody be warming up. You don't know tomorrow. They can still cut it down to 1 year. They can still cut it down to 6 months. Because the more they're doing investigation, the more they tend to reduce the number of years that these women will stay. Because once they hear the story, maybe there is a kind of story that they will hear now. They will say, no, these people are not worthy to stay. They will cut it down again. So the olories should not expect that that because it was 5 years, it will remain 5 years. Or maybe because it's this thing, because it's what do they call it? Because it is 2 years now, it will remain 2 years. No. It will continue to come down, pending when the courts keep hearing things that they need to know. Because right now, investigation is still ongoing on this Ooni of Ife's wife. Even both the spiritual one that is happening, they are taking note of that. It's just that spiritual matters are not strong in the courts because we are talking of physical. So spiritual matters might not be strong in the courts. You understand? So the people of Ile-Ife, the elders, they have given them that notice too, that everybody should be aware, so that not when the time comes, Kabiyesi will say, leave. People, it will take people like a surprise. That people should be aware right now that this is what the court has said. The court has reduced it from 5 years to 2 years. Because their own is becoming too much. So if they do another one tomorrow that's ring bell to the ears of the court, and the court now investigate and find out it is true, they will still reduce it. Until it might not even reach that 2 years. Bet me, just the way they increase it, they reduce it to 2 years. It might not still reach that 2 years. They will still reduce it to 1 year in order for them to achieve what they want to achieve. Do you understand? Yes. So Ooni of Ife is so much excited. At least this burden that they are waiting for 5 years to lift, the burden will be lifted off in 2 years, and he will be happy. And Queen Naomi will just be relaxed in the palace. Why would Queen Naomi be running up and down, running away from her husband's house just because of these people? Running helter-skelter just because of them. Don't you see that it is really absurd? It is somehow that they will come inside the palace of Ile-Ife, they will not see Queen Naomi. Except the days that maybe if there's anything that, maybe anything that Kabiyesi want to do, they will pre-inform Queen Naomi will come. Apart from that, nothing. Yes. Apart from that, they will come to Ile-Ife. They will not see the Queen Mother. They will not see the Yeye Olowa because of the fear of the unknown. People have advised Queen Naomi, don't stay with these olories. And Queen Naomi has even said it in pause when she was being interviewed, that she cannot cope in the midst of 6 powerful women. She termed them powerful because she knows that they are powerful. She knows that they are powerful. It's not as if they are powerful more than her. But the strength where person supposed to do another thing, person will use and they fight people because you are staying with them. So you better convert that your strength to something that will yield you money. At the end of the day, whatever we're looking for in Nigeria and money, everybody they find money. Everybody they find money. So these 2 years we think is okay, but please, the court should even reduce it more, at least to 1 year. We just want Queen Naomi to be happy and return to the palace. Mind you, for people who will come and attack Queen Naomi and say, she doesn't want other wives to stay, she wants only her to be wife of Kabiyesi, she's happy for their divorce. No, Queen Naomi has never wanted them to be divorced. Queen Naomi was just begging that they should change. They should change so that they will accept her and she will accept them and they will leave. Gone are the times that Queen Naomi said she's not going to come back because of them. And maybe probably because of their character. That is why Queen Naomi had to make that statement. If they are good to her, Queen Naomi would have just considered, okay, if I love Ooni, I will also love what he loves. If he loves to marry plenty women, I will accommodate, I will adapt. But for Queen Naomi to open mouth and say no, she cannot stay with them or that they should leave, it's because Queen Naomi has seen. Queen Naomi has seen their plans. Queen Naomi has seen their behavior, their character is nothing to write home about. So that is why you see Queen Naomi keep saying that they should leave. They should leave. He doesn't want them because her happiness and the safety of her son is at stake. Yes, she has to be safe first before any other thing. So kudos to the court that granted this. Yes, kudos to them. Because at least they have given us another hope that in no distant time, everything will work out for good. In no distant time, when Naomi will return back to the palace, and all the stories and gist you'll be hearing is how when Naomi and Kabiyesi take leave beautifully ever after. We'll no longer be hearing story of how Ibi did this one, how Calabash did this one, how this person did this one. All we will be hearing is beautiful things concerning Queen Naomi and Kabiyesi, and that is what we are praying for. You think we are happy giving you this gist of every time gbasgbos? No, but because that is the only thing that is happening. I think when the institution of this Queen Naomi and Kabiyesi bloggers, when it started, it was when Kabiyesi married Queen Naomi. It was like a thing of joy, like people have something that has not happened before. A traditionalist marrying a pastor, and that is when the blogging started. So we hope to be giving nice gist about how their love life would be, to tell people that it is still possible for two people. Some people, Christian marry Muslim, some Muslim marry Christian. They live their life this understanding. So this one of a traditional man marrying a pastor, we say, okay, let's give it a try. Let's tell people how this marriage is going. Not until Kabiyesi started marrying more wives and everything scattered. Everything went sour. So this is not the main purpose of which initiating this Queen Naomi and Kabiyesi bloggers association, where we share details of what happened in the palace. But right now, we don't even have any option than to be reporting what happens. And whatever that happens in the palace every day is gbasgbos, all true. You hardly hear one good news, just few good news out of 10 gbasgbos in a day. And these women keep repeating it every day. And that is why we pick the little points to serve you, because we need to bring you gist. That is our duty. So we should be happy right now, rejoicing. Yes, that at least Kabiyesi is doing his best, trying his best. And don't forget that peolple is doing most of these jobs. Peolple is doing this underground. No, Kabiyesi is too busy. Make una no think say na Kabiyesi. Kabiyesi is a very busy person. It's peolple that is doing all these things, going underground to make sure that everything is fine. Now they feel me. Why I will be needing your comments concerning this. Do you think 2 years is too much, or they should go back to the 5 years? Do you think more chance should be given to these women for them to repent instead of throwing them out of the palace? Do you think Naomi should at least, and Kabiyesi, observe them first? Maybe give them 5 years again. Do you think the court should reduce it to maybe 1 year or 6 months? What is your opinion? I'll be waiting for your comments on the comment section. Do you think that 5 years? Please kindly note that I'm going to be bringing you more updates on this. Press the notification bell so that whenever the news drop, you will first land on the month. And please don't forget that all these are alleged and speculated information making waves on the social media and should not be regarded as facts. Thank you.